lovies. Welcome back to Crazy But Not Dangerous. I'm Shorty Vaughn, and it's early on New Year's morning. Yeah, over here in my living room here today. Yeah, I wanted one last little time with the Christmas tree because tomorrow I'm taking it down. I kind of wanted to keep it up. Andrew said we weren't there yet. And I said, we could just take the Christmas parts down and we could just decorate it. Yeah, for all the holidays. He vetoed the idea for this year, but maybe next year. Anyhow, I've really enjoyed it. It's been a fun Christmas tree, and who knows what I'll do next year. Gotta wait and see. Yay, hooray. I like to do a little thing called Tales from the Step Stool. I'm not on the step stool today because I got a little bit of vertigo. Didn't think it was the world's best idea to get on the step stool today. So we're just hanging out in my living room. Tales from the Step Stool is where I just have a little bit of chit chat, tell you a funny story or two, and we just have a little time together. Anyhow, Happy New Year. I want you all to know that I am wishing you every good thing in the new year. Health, wealth, happiness, longevity. May all your dreams come true. Because babies, you are making my dreams come true. I am completely overwhelmed by the love and support that I get from all of you and your wonderful comments and your likes and your subscribes and your shares. Thank you so much for sharing with me with your friends and family on your various social media platforms. You don't know how much it means to me. Yeah, one day you're sitting in the Albertsons parking lot and I'm thinking, yeah, how am I going to pay for all of these prescriptions? And now I am set at least for the month of January on my prescriptions. And I just take it one little bit at a time. I am thrilled. I'm making a little money on YouTube. But better yet, I have all of you wonderful lovies. Yeah, you're all my lovies. And I'm sending you out great big smoocheroonies and great big squeezy hugs. Yeah, starting the new year off right, hot diggity dog. So, I wanted to tell you a little story about New Year's resolutions. My older sisters, and this was the very early 80s, decided that they were going to stop smoking. Let me set the scene for you. It's like the day after New Year's, and they go to my dad, and they tell my dad that they're all going to stop smoking, and they need $40 each. My dad just about went ballistic. You need $40 to stop smoking? You got to be joking me. Nope. We're going to stop smoking. We need $40 each because we're going to go down and we're going to see this guy, this hypnotist that is going to help us stop smoking. My dad kind of rolled his eyes. Really? Yeah, we saw him on TV. Now let me paint the picture for you. So this guy, I'm not using his name because he's still in business and he sues people. So this guy here in town, he's a hypnotist and he runs these commercials back in the 80s. Late night TV after Johnny Carson and, before the infomercials and Billy Graham. Anyhow, late at night, and he's all, leaned up against his gold Cadillac. Yeah, in these commercials. Big collar, lots of gold chains, no shirt button too low. That's not a good look. Yeah, not a good, yes, his slick hair. Yeah, this looks totally untrustworthy in every possible way. And his Cadillac, big gold Cadillac, the Fleetwood model. Yeah, those were huge boats. Anyhow, he's all decked out. Come on down and we'll fix up whatever's wrong with you. We've got hypnosis. We're going to hypnotize you and you can stop drinking, stop smoking, overeating, whatever your deal is. We can fix it, baby. Come on down and see me. And he's leaning up against his gold Cadillac. And anyhow, my sisters thought that this was going to be the answer to their New Year's resolution to stop smoking, to go see this Swami. Now, I'm not saying that hypnosis doesn't work. You know, I'm not saying that it doesn't. I don't have any factual evidence one way or the other. But this guy is not, he's not the real deal, man. Uh, yeah, not the real deal at all. So my dad lays out $40 for my three sisters, $120. That was a lot of money in the very early 80s. Yeah, a lot. That was like a car payment. Anyhow, they go down there and they're gone for a couple of hours and they come back and all three of them just puffing away, just having at it. And my dad says, what the heck happened here? I send you down with $120 and you all show up with cigarettes. It didn't work. He said that it would probably take us 5 or 6 times to actually stop smoking and that we'd need $40 per session. My dad's like, no, there is no way. You know, I want you all to stop smoking, but yeah, we don't have that kind of money. We got to eat. And there were a lot of us. There were 9 of us. We had to eat. Yeah, so my dad would not give them any more money. And the more he sat around and thought about his lost $120, the more angry he became. So he calls my brother-in-law on the phone and he says, Danny, I need your help. Bring the truck. My brother-in-law drove this great big 1979 Ford pickup truck. It was enormous. And he had taken the regular bumper off of the front of the truck and had installed this big steel I-beam. Yeah, it was huge. Anyhow, him and my dad get in the truck and my mom, don't you go down there and start anything. That's my mom. We don't need trouble in the new year. We just barely got this party started, you know. We're just one day into it. Don't start anything. So my dad and my brother-in-law go down to this place. They're going to talk to this guy with the gold chains and the chest hair and everything. Anyhow, gross. Yeah, they're going to talk to him. They want their money back. So my dad goes inside. My brother-in-law stays out in the parking lot. And my dad explains to this guy that he sent his 3 daughters down here to stop smoking and they were going to get hypnotized and it was $40 each and he wants his $120 back. And the guy shows him the sign and says, hey, no refunds. And, you know, my dad's trying to reason with him like a rational person and it's not working out. And my dad goes over to the window. And he gives a little wave out the window. And my brother-in-law starts revving the engine of his big Ford pickup truck really loud and laying on the horn. My brother-in-law, while my dad was inside trying to reason with this guy, had taken some chains and had linked them to the I-beam on the front of his bumper and had wrapped them around the bumper of this guy's gold Cadillac out in the parking lot. And he's going to just, you know, rip the bumper right off. And the guy goes over to the window and he's looking like, what's all that noise? What's all that ruckus and racket out there in the parking lot? And he sees my brother-in-law who just waves at him a big old howdy. Now, my brother-in-law is a great big huge man, married to one of my itty bitty sisters. He's like 6'3" and he's just, you know, broad shouldered and yeah, burly and he as friendly, nice guy as you would ever want to meet. But you know, he's not having it. Don't mess with us. He'll get you, you know, that kind of thing. Anyhow, he waves at him and revs his truck up real big and loud. My dad says, are you sure there's no refunds? It's like, that guy's with you? It's like, that guy's with me. And he ain't right in the head. Anyhow, the guy looks around and says, well, you know, I guess since, you know, it was 3 of your daughters and, you know, a kind of like the bumper on my big gold Cadillac. I'll give you your money back. Anyhow, my dad and my brother-in-law came home with their $120. My sisters learned a lesson, and they didn't quit smoking for quite some time. But, they gave it a whirl. So if you've made a New Year's resolution, just keep trying. But there are no shortcuts. Yeah, you got to work it, baby. You got to work it every darn day. Anyhow, that's my little funny story. But I also wanted to just go ahead, and I've got so many new viewers. Hello, my lovies. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing and sharing and all those things. I appreciate it. But there were some questions, and I just wanted to go ahead and answer them. So I'm Shorty Vaughn. My real name is Tanya. My mother and father spelled it so oddly that nobody can say it or pronounce it, or, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Tanya with a J. It's not as much fun as it sounds. And I live in Glendale, Arizona. I'm married to Andrew. We have a little dog named Pigpen. Andrew and I have been together for about 29 years, 30 in March. Fingers crossed. My sister lives with us. Baby girl, baby sister Melissa. I just adore her, and we love having her here at the house with us. Someone asked me why I started doing YouTube. So I started doing YouTube January 28th, 2023. And I started doing YouTube for a lot of reasons. I was working at home, and I'm doing call center work, and for about 3 years. And we really haven't left the house that much because of, the sea. Anyhow, we haven't left the house that much, and I'm doing call center work, and I'm used to a lot of interactions because before 2020, I worked in hospitality. So I'm used to being around a lot of people, coworkers, guests, having people to talk to and learn interesting things about, and all of these things. And then I'm stuck at home, and I've got Andrew. Yeah, and he's great and all, but I need a little bit more. I had also lost 3 sisters and some friends, and I felt really isolated and alone. And I thought to myself, well, you can't be the only person feeling this way. And you love YouTube. You watch hours of it every day. And I think about my YouTube favorite creators like friends and family. And I thought, could I do this? Well, I didn't really know. So in the middle of the night, I just started making little, practicing, doing little videos in my kitchen. You'll never see any of them because they were really, really bad. Making butter, that was a favorite of mine. That homemade butter, that's worth doing. Maybe we'll do that again. Maybe we'll revisit that. Anyhow, Andrew didn't even know. I started my YouTube channel, and he did not even know. I didn't tell any of my friends or family because I wanted to get to 100 subscribers before I told anybody, because I didn't want any pity subscriptions. I wanted subscriptions from strangers. Is this even something that I can do? I had no idea. Anyhow, so it was weeks on being on YouTube before I even told Andrew. And he's never even seen one of my videos. Now, he's been in plenty of them. He makes his guest appearances and what have you. But, yeah, he's never even been in, he's never even seen one video because I said, for the sake of our marriage, I just don't think it's that great of an idea, baby. Anyhow, he's very sweet about it and very supportive. And now most of my friends and family are subscribed. Some just don't do YouTube, and that's okay. So I have some New Year's resolutions. Went and got my little journal, my 2024 journal. Yay, hooray. And so I have some New Year's resolutions, and I like to be realistic about my New Year's resolutions. So here we go. This is my refined list for 2024. To set better boundaries, to pace myself, Yeah, because I have a hard time saying no. Sometimes I say yes to things that I don't really want to do. It's not good. And then I'm doing them and I'm thinking to myself, "Why are you doing this, baby? You don't really want to do this. Why did you say yes?" So I'm going to work on saying no, setting better boundaries, and pacing myself. Since my illness, I am able to do everything that I did before, but I can't do it all at once. And I get frustrated and upset with myself sometimes because I'm used to going, all day, every day, just full steam ahead. But yeah, full steam ahead now is not the same as before October. And it's taken me a while to figure that out. So I'm going to pace myself. I'm going to work on my front yard landscaping because I have a lot of grass out the front and it's costing a lot of money to water grass. And I don't get as much joy from the grass as I used to. When I get that water bill, I'm like, oh, I should be planting something else. So we're going to work on reducing or eliminating the grass in the front yard and adding more bushes, trees, permanent items to replace the grass. Maybe a touch of gravel, but I don't really want too much because it can really raise your temperatures of your yard in Phoenix in the summertime, and we don't need that. So I'm going to work on my front yard. Finding joy in the small things. Now, I am pretty good at this. I am thrilled about a great sunset, a beautiful sunrise, beautiful birds, just continuing to find joy in the small things. But something that I'm going to actively focus on in 2024. To exercise my body and my brain more often. Now, I try to get 15 to 20 minutes of exercise, every day. I'm not the best at it. No. But yeah, more of a focus on exercising my body and my brain. As I'm getting older, I want to stay sharp. So I love puzzles. I love jigsaw puzzles, Sudoku, the crosswords, a good jumble. But I want to make sure that I'm doing them as frequently as possible so I can stay sharp. What else? Oh, I want to bring back Throwback Thursday. So Throwback Thursday is something that we used to do, Andrew and I. Every Thursday, I would make a vintage dish, a vintage kind of dinner, and then we would watch a classic movie. Casablanca or Citizen Kane or something like that. Bullet, that's one of my favorites. I love the action adventure. Anyhow, that was super fun. I can't remember why we stopped doing it, but I'm bringing it back. Throwback Thursdays, and I'll bring you all along for that. Yippee skippy, I can hardly wait. I want to volunteer in my community a little bit more. Every once in a while, it is something that I do, and all of my friends know that I'm here for them. But, I'm thinking about that nursing home, and I'm thinking about how do I get in there and volunteer my time, because that's a long day, and you might not get as many visitors as you need or interaction with other people. And they do not have a full-time activities director. So, yeah, I'm going to make some calls. I'm going to see what I can do over there. If they need to do a background check or what have you, I can still pass. Yay, hooray. Anyhow, so I want to volunteer, and I really think I want to volunteer over there and see if they'll let me, see how I get in on that. I'm going to do a concentrated effort in 2024 to dust up high more often. Now, I'm really good about dusting down low. Yeah, within arm's reach, absolutely. But I neglect the up high stuff. And yeah, over the holidays, I had a very tall person who made a comment about the dust on top of my refrigerator. And If I can't see it, it just does not exist. So I'm going to, yeah, concentrated effort to dust up high more frequently. Yay, hooray. All right, those are all of my resolutions for 2024. I'm okay with that. The list might continue to grow, but this is going to get me off to a good start. Now, what I do every year, and I have made resolutions since I was about 7 years old, so lots of decades. Woo! Yeah, I type them out. I'll print it out. I have this picture frame on my desk, and I will go ahead and mount that resolution list inside of the picture frame. Now, when I go to my desk every morning to check my email and, YouTube and all those kinds of things, read my horoscope, I love to do that. Then I will just look at the list, and it's a conscious reminder for me daily. Yeah, check the list. Do all the things. There are no shortcuts, Shorty Vaughn. So you get down to it, girl. You got to work it every single day. All right, my lovies. I'm wishing you every good thing in the new year. Yippee skippy, hot diggity, yay, hooray. May you all have good health and prosperity and great fortune and good luck and all of those things in 2024. Yay, hooray, we can do it. Brand new start, brand new beginning, whole new year with no mistakes in it yet. Hot dog. All right, be good, be careful, look both ways. Thanks for joining me for another Tales from the Step Stool. I'll see you next time.